All right. Good evening and good night, and welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. It is Wednesday, October 7th, 2015. My name is David, a.k.a. Kimba, a.k.a. Christian. And back in the studio again tonight, we have the lovely Miss Guzman. How you doing tonight? Make sure you flip that switch there. Right here, right there. Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. There she is right there, loud and direct, So I just want to say that this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, weekly at 8 p.m. until. We do have a telephone number, 340-201-9005. You can also text us on that number as well. Most importantly, go to our website, streaming live from the vi.com, in order to see the show tonight. We do have email, streaming live from the vi at yahoo.com. To get to our website, just get on your smartphone, your Android, your Apple, your Mac, or your Windows PC, open up your browser, just simply type in streaming live from the vi.com. And guess what, Ms. Guzman, they'll be seeing the show tonight. We're in a high-tech, low-tech studio, coming to you from an undisclosed location here. Beautiful island of St. Croix Virgin Islands. No radio, no TV, internet only. All our recorded live shows are on YouTube and Ustream.tv. We have 2 Facebook pages right now. I want to give a mad shout out to CHS class of 1982. Big ups to that whole entourage there. Vanessa, Julie, Charisse, and Roshima Quiet Storm Smith. Thank you once again for helping us out in the past, but most importantly to all our past guests. We're on Twitter. Tweet with us there at VI Perspective. We're moving straight forward and up. The show's mission is just to inform, entertain, and empower everyone. Want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors real quick too. Magdalene's Party Decor. If you're having a baby shower, wedding, any kind of event like that, give her a call, 340-690-0420. And also Supersonic Computer Services. If you have a virus, need a new hard drive, small network, wireless connectivity, anything like that, give these guys a call. Their email address is yourpcisdown@yahoo.com. And moving on here, I just want to say that we do have a special guest on the line tonight with us, Brulin and Reggie. Are you guys there? Can you hear me?
Yes, Reggie.
All right, man. Thanks for coming out again tonight here. There they are. Let me just put you guys up on the screen there so that they can see. So there's Brulin and Reggie. They're I guess they're hailing from a few places, but I guess right now they're in Tampa, if I'm correct here. Okay.
We're in those regions.
You're what?
We're in the Tampa region.
Okay, I got you. I understand completely. So how you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Doing great? Okay, good. So Brulin, you've been on our show before, a couple of times I think, early on here. So you're back again tonight. And I guess one of the things that you wanted to talk about was your social club.
Right.
So tell us all about it, and what's the whole concept with that?
Okay, great. Well, the first so we're doing Fuzion Social Club. We decided to launch 2 because we wanted to kind of separate it a little bit. So Fuzion Social Club is dedicated right now to doing group travel to St. Croix. And we targeted the time during the OMY experience. Because we came last year, and even though I come several times, but mostly around carnival time or just random time, that was like my first time really coming for that event, and I really enjoyed it. So we're putting together a trip to come down there. So we're doing that on the Fuzion Social Club.
Okay, so you were saying that was your first time coming there, this past Taste of St. Croix?
Yes, that was my first time.
Okay.
That I brought Reggie down there to see St. Croix. So Reggie is my new boyfriend, and my new beau.
Okay.
And, so he came down there with me from since I was on the show. So he came down there with me, and we had a wonderful time. So we want to bring our friends and people that want to come and experience St. Croix.
Okay.
And maybe wouldn't come by themselves or intimidated. Now they can come with a group that will kind of, provide them with the sightseeing and the tour of it all.
Okay. So Reggie, this was your first time here. So what did you think?
David, I came over and it was wonderful, and I noticed that I was telling Berlin that to all of the people of St. Croix who are listening, you guys can do much more as far as your country is concerned, because your territory is concerned, because it is a beautiful place. But to me, it seems not to be promoted. They're not promoting it. The Chamber of Commerce or whoever it is.
Okay.
But there's so much beauty. You see, for instance, here in Florida, I'm from Florida, born and raised. Okay, and we have beaches, but we don't have the snorkeling that you guys have. We don't have the beautiful waters that you guys have. So
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is to the people of the island, do something about yourselves, because you have a lot more to offer, and it would do a lot more for people with jobs, because the more tourism you have, the more jobs you create.
The more, yes.
And so I'm looking at it more on a political side, as far as I know you guys are smart, but here I am looking at this beautiful water, scenery, the rainforest, your malls, your history. So I'm begging and pleading with the people of St. Croix to do one thing: mobilize. I'm not saying to do anything destructive, but mobilize, and at least, how would you say, express yourself. You have a lot to offer.
Yes.
But give you an example. Can I give you an example, David?
Yes,
Oh, of
please
course you
do.
can. Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Okay, this is my example. I had never really heard about St. Croix itself as much as I have heard about Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, how you say. But, all these different places, Puerto Rico. What I'm saying is, you guys have a lot to offer, and I just wanted to bring it up. I just wanted to stir the minds. You have a lot to offer. Promote it. Do something about it. Cruise ships should be coming in more. People should be coming in more. I haven't seen a commercial on television. Probably 1/10 of the time is the Bahamas, as Jamaica. You see my point? And I know money is money, but you guys have a lot to offer, and you can make a lot more money by promoting yourselves, because you have a beautiful island. So I just wanted to say that, just to get the topic started.
Okay.
Maybe people just to get this topic started on doing something, mobilizing, getting ideas, do something yourselves. It's up to you guys, because you guys. Let me tell you something. Let me say this, and I'll be finished. The American black man does not have half the opportunity that you guys have, because you don't have the red tape, the people to go through when you go to an interview, when you go to mobilize, that we have to go through. So what I'm saying is, you got opportunities there where you are talking to people who look like you, believe in you, think like you do the same things you do. So all I'm saying is, let's talk about it. Let's see if something can be done, because remember, more jobs, more money, more good lives for more good people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn it over to Bruce. I'll turn it over to Bruce.
Yeah. Well, Reggie, there's a whole, I guess, I don't know, level of madness, I guess, in my estimation, going on here. I agree with what you're saying, for sure. We can definitely get the place spruced up a little better in a lot of areas. I've been back since 2008, and just a very, very few things, I think, in my opinion, have been noticeably done. But there's a lot of things to be done. I guess when you were here, you noticed that the roads are bad, and they're still bad in a lot of places. There's some.
I'm sorry, Reggie. Hi, good evening, guys. When were you here on St. Croix?
Taste of St. Croix last year.
Oh,
April.
Taste of St. Croix. Oh.
April of 2014, we were there for the Taste of
St. Croix. Yeah.
How long were you here for?
About 5 days.
Yeah. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I think that there's a lot of things that can be done. I think we're working on it. It's just a struggle in a sense to get it done. A lot of people wanting to see the place better. My mother's lived here all her life, and so in her last, in her last few years here. I hope things just can get better. But
And I want to say something, not to interrupt, but listen, all I'm saying is this. If we just think about it, nothing will happen. But if somebody strikes out, listen, it's an island. I looked it up on the internet, 560,000 people, and I was just joking with Brulin. I was joking with her. I said it's probably 500,000 black people and maybe 660,000 whites. All I'm saying is there's nothing.
no, there's not that much people here. No.
Your numbers are incorrect.
That number's not right.
No,
There's
not at all.
There's probably closer to 100,000 in the Virgin Islands, and I would
That's including all three.
yeah, that's all three
That's
islands.
St. Croix itself was 50,600 people. I'm just saying St. Croix. Now, St. Thomas is already doing their thing. So I just want to make that plain that I see the St. Thomas have this, they have that, they have different things that go on. There's a big items. All I'm saying is that St. Croix, they do have something to offer where you can have something a little bigger. And just let me say this. I enjoyed the taste of St. Croix. We're going to bring people there. We plan to bring people there. We want things for people to be offered there so your island can be promoted more. That's all I'm saying because I was there. My lady lived there about 8 years, and she's been going back there for the last 20 years visiting. And so we're very familiar with the island. So all I'm saying to everyone who can hear my voice on the radio, it's your island. We don't have the opportunities that you have. Do something with it. Show us in America how we should be doing it, okay? That's all I'm saying. God bless.
Brulin, you there?
I'm here.
All right, so the travel club, you are assembling some folks to come down in I guess April. And can you give us, like, you have any dates, times, any of that kind of stuff about the,
Yeah, April the 14th through the 17th, that's when we're coming for that Thursday. And we're invited people. We've invited some friends. We've got some people that are on board, ready to come. I'm still trying to secure the hotels down there.
Okay. Now, would you prefer to have them stay at Divi, or you would want them to stay someplace else?
Price range wise, I can't have our group stay there. It's based on the price that I have right now, my
Okay.
price point.
Okay.
So,
Are you looking for, like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but are you looking for an all-inclusive, like, with package as far as airfare, travel, all of that included? Like a base
I would
price?
love the all-inclusive package. Right now, it's only including the hotel and the meals and some of the sightseeing and entertainment. So right now, it's only including that. I'm not able, because I want people to be able to join me. Friends I have that's in Atlanta or Washington or wherever can fly in. So my package starts when you land on St. Croix, where we're going to arrange airport transportation. We bring you to the Taste of St. Croix. You get to enjoy that. Snorkeling. I love my Rainbow Dutch Beach. That's where Reggie went to. He enjoyed that too. I like by the pool area, Sandy Point myself, so we went a lot of times there. So I would take them there, and then the Sunset Barbecue, also that Friday evening, and Saturday back to the beach again, and then something local. We're gonna basically hop around the island, and then Sunday we arrange for them to leave. Take them to the airport. So
Okay.
hopefully we will help more people to come to St. Croix on a different vibe, not a carnival vibe. I tried doing this before, about 5 years before, bringing people down for carnival, and I did get a mixed group. So I think carnival is already here, so I wanted to also give them the time to actually enjoy the island by doing the beaches. And also Cane Bay is on the list.
Still stop through Cane Bay, yeah.
Areas that we are planning to go, because I just love Cane Bay snorkeling. So snorkeling in the daytime, sightseeing, and the events that are already scheduled. So that's already going on. So that's the time that we have scheduled for that. particular event.
Okay.
How many people are you looking at that you should have at least between now and February-ish or March?
So what's so funny is we're actually tapping it right now. We're like, okay, should we stop it at 20 people? Because we did have a lot of people responding back to it, but I'm still trying to secure the hotel. So it's kind of like details to follow, and I have my price point where I'm shopping at, and just trying to get where they can set aside the room for me. You know, I've been in hotels. I've been a GM. So I understand, you know, how the hotels goes.
Okay.
I would have loved to get a response, let me tell you. I mean, I would have loved a quicker turnaround, but I'm working with them and seeing. So I don't want to separate the group. That's kind of where I'm at right now, where I'm having a lot better response from people that have, or businesses or whatever, third-party vendors, call them that, you know, might have this apartment over here or that apartment over there.
Okay.
They're getting breakfast. I'm also going to arrange that and lunch.
Okay.
So it's pretty much inclusive except for the airfare, like you asked before.
Okay. Okay.
20 people is doable.
Tickets, so we're already set.
You say that again? You have airplane tickets already? I missed that.
Yeah, we've already booked our airfare.
Okay.
So you have airfare for all 20 booked already? What you're looking for now is the accommodations here on
No,
Fuzion?
we don't have the airfare for all 20. We only have it for Reggie and I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because after we come back, so we launched the social club. I had did this before, and I just repackaged it and launched it, and I'm just trying to get us to get people to travel. Eventually, we're going to have a stationary location here.
Okay.
And the Fuzion is going to stay on it, promoting that vibe of, you know, jazz and that type of reggae that Reggie loves.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, the other social club that we launched was Bruce Beyond Gardening Club.
Yes.
And that one is more dedicated towards the love of gardening, networking, trading with other people, selling, you know, we grow natural products. People come over here and sell their natural products, and we started that one as well. We're trying to get foods that do not have GMO, and it was great when I brought Reggie to St. Croix, and I brought him around my family and different places on St. Croix. He got to see and sample all that natural vegetation and see those bananas hanging from the tree.
Trees.
And
Okay.
I was being wide open and drinking coconuts from the tree, and my uncle doing all of that. I mean, that was amazing to him. So we've dedicated another thing that we do here on Saturdays over here. You know, keeping true to the island culture and self-sustainability. You know, we're just trying to where maybe we're growing the tomatoes and the neighbor over here is growing the pumpkins and so over here, and then we're trading. It is really against the box stores, but it's something that, you know, we feel that is needed to do after, you know, we've been learning about what's really going on in the world.
Yes.
You know, all of these things that we're here thinking it's Democratic against Republicans, but it's really 1% against the masses. So, but Reggie can speak more on that too.
But let me ask you, Brulin, so this whole thing of the gardening club, I mean, I saw some pictures that you had posted, but I mean, is this something that, you know, you buy the hardware and you have it sort of arranged around your yard and you're just growing stuff? Is that the concept behind what you're doing?
Okay, so there's like 3 different parts to the business per se, and the first part is we actually grow things here.
Okay.
And we had, at one point, we had the mangoes, and that's when we first kind of like soft water launched or whatever, and then we really came out with the avocados, and now the season is over, but we also do herbs. We're doing moringa, we have lemongrass, we have mint, we have cassavas, so we actually grow things here. But we can't do it all. We cannot feed the whole community. So we need to get other people to get involved in this backyard gardening movement where you don't have to grow your whole meal. You just grow one part of it Your neighbor over here grows another part of it, somebody else here, and then on Saturdays we meet up and we can trade. And like, let's say you're not able to grow anything, you can actually come and buy, because you know we will have prices on our thing. So we've launched that here as well.
Okay.
So that's like in the community where you live then. That's what you do as far as the gardening goes with the moringa and the mango and so forth. Over there. Hello.
Hold it a little closer.
Hello, can you hear me?
I heard something about growing the moringas and the mangoes. And
No, I was asking if the gardening club with the moringa and the mangoes and so forth, is that something that you do that's done with you within your own community, like within you guys where you're living right now, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. You know, I would love to start a movement. I mean, there's this movement called Ubuntu. There's just different movements out there. I'm just small scale, you know, but once you learn about what's really going on, you realize this is the way to go. That, you know, you need to do your part. You need to grow your food. You cannot go to the grocery store and keep buying these things. Where's Scoop at? And just read, he's not on the line. Scoop. Where's Scoop at?
Where's what at?
Where's what?
Scoop.
Oh, soup is gone. Soup is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just realized.
Yeah.
It's like, he's kind of feeling me right now. Like, he'd be like, yo.
Say again?
Nothing.
No, she's just saying that he would be chiming in.
Oh, okay.
He would be chiming in right now.
Yeah. He's gone. I speak to him all the time. It's all good. So this whole thing of the garden club. So is this something that you is like a membership thing, or is this just something that uniquely that you and Reggie are doing, and you're just trying to sort of grow this out?
It is a membership thing.
Okay.
Because everyone needs to do their part, right? You can't just come and enjoy. That's why we cannot grow for the whole community, because then that wouldn't be fair. And also, if something happens, natural disaster or something happens, now, you know, everybody's going to bombard you. So I say it's best to set up your community to where everyone does something. So it is a membership club, but right now we're not charging anyone.
Okay.
We're just word out there.
Okay.
I know some people now that are kind of going ahead and setting up their gardens and they're taking their pictures on Facebook. But I really need for them to understand the whole idea of everyone cannot grow collard greens. And you see, this is something that's happened in this area, because I'm in central Florida, you know, around Tampa area. So I'm kind of still in the country. You know, I can have chickens and stuff in my yard. Well, we did. Yeah. So, yeah, we can have chickens and stuff. But,
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm here.
And so this whole thing of the garden club can be done here, obviously, too, right?
Of course. That's
Okay.
the whole thing. Like, you cannot start the movement by yourself. What you have to do is start it in your community. I would love to be on St. Croix right now doing this. I feel like St. Croix already does this. In Reggie's eyes,
sure do.
St. Croix does this already.
We
to
do.
him, how everyone lives. Hold on, Reggie's coming.
Excuse me, I just wanted to say something, baby. What's her name? What's the young lady's name?
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Okay, Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette. Good evening.
Good evening.
But, yeah, I would just like to say that it's so wonderful because I grew up with a father who, he grew most of our food, you know, the vegetables, you know, all of that stuff, fruits. 90% of it we grew on our own in the yard. We had a big garden. And then we had our own hogs, and you know, we couldn't do it all, but, you know, you had to get something. But 90% of what we had came from something we grew, we fed, we nourished. So what we're trying to do is, because America has this GMO thing, you know, this genetic modified organisms and stuff in the food now, you know. So what we're trying to do is go back to basics. Go back to basics. So we want to regulate the mother, because the island people grow their own fruits, a lot of their vegetables in their yards, just naturally, just an everyday thing. Just like we play basketball here, they grow fruit and vegetables there. And so we're trying to get people to pick up that same feeling of, the way we love basketball and football. We want people to grow their own food, to be self-sufficient, at least 90% of your, self-sufficiency. So that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's getting everybody involved, and it's going to take time, but you got to start somewhere. So we're trying to start that, and we hope the island will help us when we bring people. Every time that we bring people to the island, we're not just bringing them just for the pretty beaches. We're actually bringing them to see another culture. Listen, I want to say this to everybody listening. Let's be real. Let's be real for about 2 minutes. We here don't get a chance to express ourselves like we naturally are. Okay, so we come to a place where we got black policemen, black governors, black senators, black policemen, black men, you know what I'm trying to say. And so it's an opportunity. Brulin and I are trying to bring and bridge America, mainland, with America, Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands, yeah.
And it's a good thing because there are a lot of good habits from Africa that we brought over that sustains life. This is about sustaining life. Other than that, we can just go ahead and eat everything that they have. This is about sustaining life. So I just wanted to say that to the people who are listening. It's not a joke. It's really about sustaining our lives. So look at what we're saying. And let's get together.
Go ahead, Jeanette. She has a question.
No, it wasn't a question. It was more of an invitation, actually. Going back to what Reggie, was saying with the sustainability and just the normal way that we live here. That's why I was asking if the garden club was something that you guys were starting based where you live, because here, that's just the way that we are, that we live mostly. I'll give you an example. In my parents' home, we have moringa, we have mango, carambola, green leaf, not green leaf, the tea. What do you call the tea?
What? The bush tea?
Lemongrass
tea? Okay.
Lemongrass. I mean, you name it. We have about 8 or 9 different things, and most of my friends do as well. So what I was saying is that when to have the home, like what we call here homegrown, that's what we call it when you're from here, you're born here, live here, and you're just, you're islandy. So to have that homegrown feel when your guests come over, there are little things that they can go to. They can go to Annalie Farms where we have the animals, and that's like it's meat that the animals are. They're, what do you call that? I'm losing my words.
Yeah, well, I mean, at Annalie, you get fresh meat there.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, you get fresh meat there. That's
Yeah.
what happens there.
That's all it is, and it's at a really good price. It's a good cost. You also have like the little corner markets that down in Lorraine. There's an area called Lorraine, and there is a section just for Saturday or Sunday.
Saturdays.
Saturdays,
yep.
At like 5:30, 6 in the morning to get everything that is fresh here. And you go and within an hour it's done. Everything has been sold out.
Hey, Bruin, have you been to that market right there in Lorraine, right across from the police station there? Bruin?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Did we lose him?
Yes, you know what? The good part about what you're saying, and she just said, is that we were there, and that's what I experienced. We had to get up very early in the morning, and we went to the fish market, and we were able to get all types of fish that we just don't see right here in Florida. You know, we hear about them, some of them, but some of them we don't see. So that's the joy of bringing the people. What we're trying to do
and you can connect them back to Buck Island, where we have Buck Island is it's nationally guarded. It's one of our
it's like a national monument.
Right, and there's a trail. There's an underwater trail for the people that you did mention that you were interested in the snorkeling, and it's a very well-known trail, as well as in Cane Bay with Off the Wall Cane Bay, and these are all little things that can be incorporated in that as well with the gardening club. So it's almost like you can mix a little bit of everything when you come down. I'm not sure, Reggie, if you got the full picture of St. Croix. Within 5 days, it's a little bit to really feel the whole island in its totality. And
But Berlin, I'm sure you had them all over the place, right?
because if she lives here,
I took him
then went all over the
everywhere. I
place.
took him everywhere. The only thing that we didn't really get to do was like point you down, but we did. He went in. He the beer. He went. You tell him about what you did. He went and even walked this dam back there in the
forest. Yeah.
The group cannot do this.
For the pig, the pig with the bear, the pig that drinks the beer.
Yeah, he did the pig with the beer. We got videos of that. He did the snorkeling on the King Bay. We got that lined up. I mean, it is a short time, but for the price point, it's just a matter of starting to get people to come there. I mean, eventually, it is going to be where it's a VIP trip, where people are going to basically, hire us to bring them there. It could just be one couple, but we need to try to get something going.
Going, yes.
Get something going. You can't just think that they're just going to, let me just think, okay.
And
do you have create something?
Do you have any like media pages, like Facebook pages, anything that you're advertising? Anything that's visual?
Social club on Facebook, and I attack. Sometimes people, I'm not gonna say attack, but sometimes people, the St. Croix pages, they're like, "Why are you posting this?" And I'm just like, well, maybe people want to know. Not only one thing Reggie keeps kind of mentioning is we're hoping that when we do get people to come with us to St. Croix, that the people of St. Croix give them a good experience as well. I think that's kind of one thing that, like there's one thing that's to offer, and the people are, not really pushing it. Like, you're saying different things, but there's things that, people need to know. So we're just going to take them there on a small trip, get them there. If we didn't want to come back, maybe we'll come back for Carnival. Yeah. Maybe we'll come back for different times throughout the year. But this is a good thing, yeah.
Well,
right.
Taste of St. Croix is a good event to come to bring people that have not been here, to get sort of acclimated.
And they're very there are things within the same that same Thursday to Sunday day that they can do. Like there's almost like the jazz thing that they do.
Yeah, there's like many things going on
on the beach, and there's the golf on the green, and
there's many things going on that week.
That's a very, very full week.
Yeah,
it's a very good week. Just within the wine and food experience itself, just that alone will keep everybody very busy.
But Bruna, let me ask you a question. So, have you been in contact with anybody here, like the Department of Tourism or anything like that, to kind of let them know what you're doing and the objective with your group?
I tried. It's something that we can talk about off air.
Okay.
I tried.
Okay.
To promote, that's my home. I'm trying. All I'm getting is, call this number. So
when you're up in Tampa, do you see any billboards or anything like that, big signs anywhere that talk about the Virgin Islands, talk about St. Croix?
I missed that, David. Start over, please.
Where you are up there in Florida, have you seen any billboards or any big signs that advertise?
That's something that Reggie brought up in the very beginning. That me taking him down there, him being an American, living here. He lived in Houston. He retired from being a mailman, and he don't ever really hear about the Virgin Islands, much less St. Croix or anything like that.
Okay.
It's always Jamaica. You would think America owns Jamaica.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to bring up when I was going to talk about tourism was the Cuba thing, because I'm getting like a lot of panic coming from the St. Croix direction over here, panic about the cruise ships and, this Cuba thing or whatever. It's like, well, it wasn't coming to St. Croix anyway, so
and Brulin, it's funny you said, because that's how I feel too. I mean, if I was living in Minnesota and I had to take my family on a vacation, and I know now that Cuba is opened up, and you say Cuba in left hand and St. Croix in the right hand, where do you think I would want to go? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of my thought on that.
On the cruise ships, though, I think they would have to probably come in with like really low prices. But I think the main thing is they're still pumping this, it's all about Jamaica, 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 to where an American black person, when they think about going, if they're from Minnesota and they're thinking, I want to go to a Caribbean island, they're going to put Jamaica first because like Reggie's thinking St. Croix can do more.
Yeah.
Jamaica promotes their island, and the Virgin Islands, being that America owns it expects
to do more.
We don't have to put that money in because we own it.
Let me ask you too, Brulin. Up there where you guys are, do you see any billboards, any big signs about Cuba?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All it is right now, they're creating a buzz simply by the news. They're already creating all of Cuba's advertising. The media is,
Okay.
Every time you see TV, that's all you hear is that, open up the relations and,
So,
and then here in St. Croix is tourism, and the cruise ship.
Go ahead.
So when you come across to your friends and, to the couples or the ladies and fellas that you're trying to sell St. Croix to for this food and wine experience, what is the reaction besides the, that they don't know where St. Croix is? Because I'll tell you, very shortly, it's very common for me to hear, even from like mainland, from people that I just meet, they really do think that it's like coconuts and and beach and shacks and like it's still there mentally. So, do they ever listen about the Virgin Islands, or have they gone on Google or like anything like that? Because I don't know if in the States there's anything that we really don't promote that I know of.
Well, I know when I lived in the States, a lot of people that I came in contact didn't know about the Virgin Islands. They didn't know about it. Where's that at? That was always the question. I said, you look at a map, it's up at Puerto Rico.
Right.
I don't know if that has gotten any better, but I just don't know that they're aware.
So maybe we do need to do better.
Well, I guess the local Department of Tourism has to just put billboards all over the place, so people, when they're driving, they notice that, hey, there is St. Croix Virgin Islands, there's St. Thomas, there's St. John, there's Water Island.
And I don't think people know. There's just not. There's not a package. There's not this push to, do this. This package to St. Croix. There's no draw for that.
Okay.
You have to find out, St. Croix, okay, let me go research it. There's no, hold on, Reggie wants to come in.
David and young lady, I just wanted to say one more thing. Listen, I've been sitting around looking at television, TV, for 40 years or more. Okay? I know about Jamaica. I know about the Bahamas. When I heard of St. Croix, pretty much, I have maybe heard it maybe one or two times in my 57 years. But when I met Berlin, that's when I knew about St. Croix. But before that, Jamaica, Bahamas, Tahiti, Hawaii, but no St. Croix.
Well, like I said, when I was living in the States, no one knew about it either.
On television, on the commercial, where you hear about an island, you go, oh, wow, that's beautiful. I'm saying, if you don't stir people's minds up, they won't even know you're there.
But to counter you a little bit, and I have to be a little partial to my island because I'm born and raised here, and I have worked within one or two hotels here. The hotels are always booked though. when it comes to high season, and then many times it's I would always ask guests, I'm why St. Croix? And it's those moments that they're just going through the websites and they're looking for somewhere that's quiet and tranquil and still keeps their culture and whatnot, and St. Croix for whatever reason appeals to them and they book the ticket and they come. So I understand that we should have more advertisement as far as the billboards visually, so that when, at least in airports, as far as tourism goes, since Florida is one of our ports that connects into St. Croix through Puerto Rico and so forth. But it's almost like me saying that it can get better, and it has been getting better. I feel it has been getting better, because if you go, we have St. Croix Weekly, I think it's called, Visit St. Croix. There are a few online places that you can go for St. Croix where you have the commercial, you have the websites, you have it'll give you a whole month's itinerary of what we have going on the island, as far as activities and just things that you can
Yeah, there's a
interact
couple
with.
good websites.
Yeah, there are a few very well interactive websites that you can access to, that you have access to worldwide.
Well, and when you come over here,
You know, Berlin, I think when you come over here, Berlin, I'd like to get in touch with you so I can show you St. Croix through my eyes a little bit more. And maybe, I
lived on St. Croix.
I like to get Reggie a little bit as well, both of you, so that you guys can see it a little bit through my eyes as well, because
well, you remember too that Brulin has lived here.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But
I would love one time when I bring my group down there to bring them to that part in East where the water goes into the rock, into the pool thing, but I know it's hard to get there.
Oh,
the tide pools.
The tide pools. The tide pools. It depends on the time.
I put it on my bucket list.
Say again, Brulin. You were breaking up a little bit.
I said I have to put the tide pool on my bucket list.
Yeah, the tide pool is not hard. It's about an hour's hike in and hour's hike out. It goes in from Carambola. You park at Carambola, and it's easier for you to get there like at 6 in the morning, so that by the time you get there, you have enough time to be in the tide pool, and then you can rest to have the energy to come back out.
And the other thing that you have to be mindful of too, there's that last little trail that you have to climb on the rocks.
Yep, I was just gonna get through there. So
you have to be careful. There, a lot of people have fallen down there and gotten cut up real bad.
And you need manpower, because that's a piece where the ocean completely opens, and you have to time it so that you can cross over. So it's not just, oh, it's a trail. No, it's a dangerous trail, as far as you have to be very aware of everything. Yeah. So,
hey, have you been to the tide pools yet?
No, I mean, it's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to hit it when we come down there, because if we have the group with us, we're probably going to be busy, coordinating and organizing all these stuff.
Yeah.
But I do want to hit it. I know it's a hike, but there's a payoff because you get to go in the water. So
yes,
that is on my list. When I went to St. Lucia, I was like, the pecan, hey, let me hike that. I was like, I have no payoff. I'll be chill and go to the carnival. I'll get my workout there.
Yeah. Well, I guess the only other place where beaches are probably better than St. Croix is St. Lucia, So
I'll go with Aruba. I stick to mine, Aruba.
All right, so Brulin, give us kind of a rundown again about the travel club, the do's and the don'ts, and the what and the whatnots, and the times and the dates and all that kind of stuff, in sort of one breath of fresh air. Can you do that?
Yeah. So Fuzion Social Club in St. Croix, we're coming for the food and wine experience and the taste of St. Croix. We're coming April the 14th through the 17th. It's basically, we're going to bring people to St. Croix. They're going to get to experience a lot more culture than the whole festivities, not the whole carnival. So they're going to get to enjoy St. Croix and what St. Croix is all about. Enjoy the water, the snorkeling, the food, the atmosphere, all of the natural products, the way of life, the way how people live.
And drinking beer.
Yeah.
And the what?
And the what?
The pig drinking beer.
Did you guys do the cruisin' rum? The
No, we didn't get a chance to do that. So we didn't squeeze that in either. So he was asking about that. So if we can squeeze it in, we might. Because Saturday we do have more flexibility. But it all depends on what the group wants to do, whether they want to come with them.
Well, that's a staple of St. Croix. That's like the best rum in your mainland is cruisin' rum. So it has to be a staple on your bucket list. It's like a 20-minute walk.
He got to drink Fuzion rum while he's here, and also this day he still drinks Fuzion rum.
Yeah.
So I think I need to talk to Fuzion rum about a profit sharing, because I'm selling them over here right now. One thing about St. Croix, the alcohol is cheaper than anything else. Okay, the food is through the roof.
I do agree.
The alcohol is the cheapest thing. So I was almost gonna do that on my package,
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to achieve.
Bruno, let me ask you a quick question. So you're coming in on Thursday, and that's the day of the actual Taste of St. Croix at Divi?
Right. So
Okay.
basically, just to keep it at a good price point, if they have to get to St. Croix by 3 p.m. on Thursday. If
Okay.
they cannot get to 3 p.m., because they can fly from anywhere, right? So if they cannot get there by 3 p.m., then they need to try to come in on Wednesday. We could add the extra night to the package.
I will give you an example. Not an example. I'll just tell you from my knowledge. I suggest they get in no later than the day before. If they could try to get morning of the 14th is good. But as far as food and wine goes, tickets, hotels, accommodations, everything, taxis, everything solid booked. Tickets for Taste of St. Croix in April are sold out by the first week that they go on sale, and it's usually I think March that they go on sale, if I'm not mistaken, ending of March or so.
Yeah.
And no joke, they go on sale today and they're done by that Friday. It's that big here. So I suggest that you get your package together and everything, but you make sure that you have everything closed at least 2 months in advance confirmed as far as hotel goes here. They are solid booked by February. And I can tell you because I've worked in the hotels. So I know that they're booked. And remember that we also have triathlon within the beginning of the year. If I'm not mistaken, April. That's another time.
That's in early April.
Right. But
Yeah.
that's another time that hotels are booked solid.
Yeah, I think
as
you have a
well.
triathlon and 2 weeks later it's Taste of St. Croix. Something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you really, it's a good venture, and I really want you to come, but don't sleep on it, and don't think that you can make it because it's St. Croix within a few days. You have to book and be solid in by February.
You're making me chuckle because that's what Reggie started with at first. Because in the hotel, when I've written them a couple of weeks, it took them a week to get back to me, and we're not used to that because we're used to a quicker turnaround. So I've already written all these hotels. I have gotten some feedback from some people, so hopefully I can get something. And when everyone decides that they're ready to go, they're going to leave a deposit. That deposit is going to cover the tickets and everything. So,
Okay.
Reggie wants to come in.
This is what the problem is. When you call Las Vegas, you get a response. You get a chance to do your thing. You call, New York, they're going to book you. So what she is saying is we're not getting the responses we need. We're trying to book this early to get rooms and food and accommodations taken care of. And that's what we've been doing for the last 3 weeks. And she's been on the computer 12 hours a day. So what I was saying was about the Chamber of Commerce, by the people who run the place. These things should be shored up a little bit, because here we are almost begging to give us a package. We can get people together. We'll bring them there. And nobody can really solidify anything because we're waiting on them.
I understand.
We're waiting on them.
Well, it's almost like you would need a point person here that could mediate through and get in a little
Well,
quicker.
that's the problem. That's the big problem, because when you call the hotel, when you call the motel, when you call the resort, you're getting people and they're talking to you, and nothing is solidified. Nothing is solidified. So she's trying. She's on the computer from 8 in the morning until 8 at night.
What hotels are you looking at, Berlin? Not to cut you off, Reggie, I'm sorry. What hotels are you looking at?
Well, I do have a couple that, okay, so I looked at, on the paper, and I don't feel like comfortable with mentioning names. I think I'm going to decline answering that one. But I'm looking at several different hotels, because I don't want to talk negative or positive either way of the hotels. I don't want to mention them.
Okay.
So I could very well give them a review. So, I mean, I don't want to, let me...
And Bruno, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I know you're working hard on it, so.
We really have positive things. We really try to be positive and bring people there to enjoy St. Croix. That's the bottom line. I'm going to wait when they put and they solidify something with me. Then I have people that are ready. That I just want to, okay, bam, I collect my deposit, okay. And I do have connections with people. I've written some groups, and I couldn't even tell you. One of them is the foundation.
Yes.
I think that things. I don't want to even call. I don't mess it up. You see, but so people are kind of actively helping me. I need to secure my hotel though. So hopefully by the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna secure a hotel. You know, I'm trying to. As I said, people are reaching back to me, but it's these one apartment, one bedroom type situations. And when we was down there, we stayed at my uncle's place, and they had the apartment, you know, built in, you know, like the 3 levels and all that good stuff. But I want to keep it together. We're not, and I don't want to do, right now, I'm not looking at doing the house with the 5 bedrooms. I'm not looking at it either. And those people, you know, responded quicker. I mean, they were like right on it.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, because they're independent. They're renting on their own.
You know, air conditioned, and they have Wi-Fi, and you know, things that they can still be comfortable with, because you know it is going to be warmer during that time. So I don't want to just people like, oh, we're going to safari first. You know, I'm not going to do that. So I need to get a place that has air conditioning, and you know, so I'm looking at some places in Christiansted.
Okay.
Even Dizzy might be too far from all of the things that we want to do as far as water and, you know, traveling around.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so.
Okay. Well, that sounds fair. I mean, you know.
These hotels. You and I would love to speak to you off air about the hotels. It's not, you're right, okay?
You talk me or Jeanette?
Jeanette.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I guess did we like cut you off when you were sort of giving that wrap up on the travel club, and you're coming here on?
Oh yes, yeah, we did cut her off.
Yeah, and you know what? Jeanette had mentioned something, right, about that's why we created the 2 clubs, because they do kind of mesh together.
Okay.
And when we do get a location, we're going to actually maybe split up the times, but it is the same vision all around. It's just one is more going to be circulated with the traveling, but we are going to, because people know who you are. They know who I am on Facebook. They know I'm doing these 2 things. If you put it together, it's going to be confusing, because not only that, St. Croix has agriculture, but in my opinion, it can be amped up a whole lot more.
Yeah.
It's not really a tour I can bring someone on a random. I would have to bring them during the agriculture fair, mango melee. You know, I could do botanical gardens, you know, and try to take them on some hikes and stuff. But we are going to show people the yard. It's just that I could not build a package solely based on the gardening thing to come to St. Croix, because not only that, people don't have that interest right now.
Okay.
They need to learn more and see that the grocery store tomato and potato is going to tell you. I mean, it sounds radical, right? It sounds radical, but it's true.
Yes, I understand.
That is true.
I'm looking for you on Facebook right now. Is it Fuzion Social Club, or?
Yeah. Well, maybe find me first. Brew Bikar, BRU, and then the last name is BIKAR. And then if you look at where I work, you see the 2 of them on there.
Okay.
But Fuzion Social Club or Brews Beyond Gardening Club. And the reason why we're beyond when the gardening club is all about that, you know, it's more than just gardening, or I'm going to show you how to garden. I'm also doing consulting, where I go to people that don't know where to start, companies that want to do something in their, you know, property, like the outdoor area, you know, something. I forget what that's called, but
Okay. So it sounds like you're moving along pretty good here. You just gotta, I guess, show up a few odds and ends here, and then you'll have, you know, the entourage down here. I do want to talk to you about something related to your travel here, what we do here in the studio, Brulin, and we'll talk about that after, maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
The other thing that's on the list here, you had put Reggie POV, and I wasn't sure what POV.
I don't know if Reggie. I'm gonna let Reggie wrap it up for us.
Okay.
I think we've done our hour, so I'm gonna let Reggie wrap it up. You ready, honey?
Okay, I just want to say hello, everybody, for the last time. I love you guys. I was there. I had a great time. I had no problem in St. Croix. I think you are beautiful people, nice people, all of that good stuff. I was just saying, one last thing. You guys, like Jeanette said a while ago, when you grow those 8 or 9 things in your garden, it's nothing to you. But we need what you have, and that's knowledge, and the knowledge of taking care of yourself. So we want to come over, look at people's yard. We don't really have to have a big garden, a big botanical garden.
So what you're looking for are like what you're looking for is almost like a workshop kind of moment where they can see how it's done, how you take care of the earth, what seeds and what veggies and so forth are grown in what time. A little bit of a blueprint.
Yes. Let people see. Yes, let people see what you're doing there, and all they have to do is emulate what people in St. Louis are doing, because there are people who don't have a lot of money. They don't have a big income, but they have a big yard full of good food. And so what I want people from here to see, we go to the market, we buy it in 10 minutes, but we're buying stuff that's generically modified. We want people to say, I can do it in my backyard. It just takes a little extra time, but I can live longer. My children will live longer. My grandchildren will live longer. So I'm through. I'm finished. I love it. I was in the military here in America. All I'm saying is, the man who fought for the country, now I want to fight for the people to live, because I had cancer. I beat the cancer. And since I had the cancer, I've been using a lot of natural herbs, the moringa, soursop.
Moringa. We're going to work on your Spanish.
I have no recurrence of my cancer. It is gone. It is dead. And I use all of those great things. So I just want other people to know about it, okay?
Okay.
So that's ready. I will see you guys in April.
We will do.
I look forward to meeting you guys, David, Jeanette. I look forward to meeting you guys, okay?
Yeah, I was supposed to meet you when you guys were here, but that Saturday that we had set aside to do the show, Whopper was out all day, all into the night, so we just had to cancel that. But yeah,
I know. Let me tell you, that's why the Taste of St. Croix, a lot of outdoor things have to happen, and I can't give you the last word. Okay. Yeah, that's what was when the power was out, and that's why the trip, it has to have a lot of outdoor type things happening.
Yeah.
It's not even a factor, and hopefully
that whole week it was a problem.
Yeah.
The light kept on coming in and out.
Yeah, that whole week was a mess with the power. Well, Brulin and Reggie, I want to thank you guys for coming out on the show. Brulin has a new social club. It's called Fuzion. Is that how I pronounce that? Fuzion Social Club. She is planning a trip. She's trying to gather up some folks from, I guess, wherever, to come to St. Croix April 14th through the 17th. And she's going to take you everywhere you can go. I like being a tour guide when I have friends come here, man. You just take them everywhere. And really, realistically, in my opinion, you can really cover St. Croix in a day if you get started early. And I've done it every place, the rainforest. And this is just day stuff. I'm not talking about going out at night, and I'm talking about getting up early on a whatever day and just driving around. You just point out things and you stop and you keep rolling. I've done that in a day many times.
Well, you do the day and I'll do the evening then, because I know you don't do the evening.
Yeah, I don't.
So
But I think Brulin and Reggie are going to deal with that.
We got to bring them to the bush party. I'm like, no, we're not bringing We're not.
Yeah. All right, Brulin, I want to thank you guys for coming out and giving us some insight on your social club and the trip here next April for Taste of St. Croix, and also the gardening club.
And thank you for hyping up the island from where you're at on the mainland, because that's very appreciative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope that this thing just grows bigger. You get hooked up with the right people. I know your frustration, with the phone calls and things taking forever. But I guess if you're persistent, and the thing about it is too, you guys have some time. It's still 6 months away before the event starts. So hopefully things will get in place, and you bring some folks down here, and then they'll want to come back with more folks and more folks and more folks. And St. Croix is booming because of the Fuzion Social Club, right?
Yes.
That's the vision.
That's the vision. Brulin and Reggie, thank you guys. Brulin, I'm gonna link you up in the next couple of days here. And Miss Guzman, I want to say thank you for coming out and helping us out. We don't have a show tomorrow on Thursday. That's but we have a show on Friday. Tell them all about it real quick. I don't remember exactly who it is, but
Friday, a friend of mine, Michael Pemberton, and he's gonna come and talk a little about himself and what he's doing within the community, and also about a diabetes walk for children. I think it's a diabetes. I'm not sure if it's that. I'm sorry, it's a walk for children, but it's based on health.
It's obesity.
I'm sorry, it's not diabetes.
It's obesity.
And it's gonna take
obesity
place if I'm not mistaken, next week, Saturday or so.
Yeah.
So more details on that on Friday.
All right, guys. I just want to say real quick that this is the It's Your Perspective talk show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, some Fridays, even some Saturdays, and even some Sundays, maybe even some Mondays. Like we just had this past Monday, we had Cruise Rock on the show.
Right.
Our telephone number is 340-201-9005. Our website is streaming live from the vi.com. We're in a high-tech, low-tech studio. Shout out to CHS class of 1982. And Jeanette represents St. Joseph class of
95.
Whoop, whoop. Who else? We're on Twitter. Most importantly, we want to thank our guests tonight, Reggie and Brulin. They're in Tampa. They have the new Fuzion Social Club and the gardening club as well. So we'll see these guys in April of 2016 with some new eyes here in St. Croix, just checking out the territory. All right, guys.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Have
right,
a good
take care.
evening. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.